There is more than enough food to feed everyone in America, and yet 1 in 8 Americans struggle to obtain food. 40% of the food in America goes to waste. It's lost on farms, during processing, distribution and storage, in grocery stores, and in households. An estimated $218 billion is wasted every year in the United States on all of the food that is never eaten. There are several reasons that food is wasted. In production, it can be lost due to weather, disease outbreaks, and market conditions. In stores, it can be lost as a result of spoilage, packaging damage, and expiration dates. The most significant losses occur in our own households. Food waste is damaging to the environment, especially if it is sent to a landfill rather than being repurposed or composted. Every year, 130 billion pounds of wasted food ends up in American landfills. When this food decomposes, it releases methane, which is a greenhouse gas that is 25 times more powerful than carbon dioxide. This means that the decomposition of food in landfills contributes to global warming because when methane is released, it traps heat in the atmosphere at night, making it warmer. Wasting food is contributing to greenhouse gases in the atmosphere more than 37 million cars would. There are things that we can do to lessen the amount of food that goes to waste, and you don't have to be a scientist or a politician to make a difference. Consumers like us are the key to resolving the issue of food waste because of the amount of waste that comes from households. The Worldwide Institute has a list of 5 simple things that consumers can do in order to prevent food waste. Number 1, compost. Number 2, donate to food banks. Number 3, improve food storage. Number 4, buy less food. Number 5, shop for groceries responsibly. The Environmental Protection Agency has created a hierarchy for consumers to reference when dealing with food waste. At the top, the most preferred course of action is to prevent the waste in the first place. Next is to feed hungry people by donating to food banks, soup kitchens, and shelters. After people is animals. Food scraps that aren't in good enough condition for humans to consume could still be used for animal feed. If it can't be eaten, it can have industrial purposes. Using anaerobic digestion, an alternative to fuel can be created, as well as bedding for livestock, flower pots, soil amendments, and fertilizers. If the waste can't be repurposed, it can be composted, which I will be explaining more in my next video. The last resort is for the waste to be sent to a landfill, but this should be avoided if at all possible. In 2015, the U.S. Department of Agriculture and the Environmental Protection Agency announced the United States' first ever goal for reducing food waste. They called for a 50% reduction of food waste by the year 2030. If we are able to reduce our food waste, it will benefit our economy, our communities, and our environment.